next thing that I have on my list is traffic graph. So
Mm-hmm.
traffic graph it's a very cool and interesting tool. It is kind of, I would say, a creative tool, but let me explain like what this is and how it works. So basically, you can start with a keyword or an ASIN. And then what's going to happen, let me actually maybe click on one of these ASINs first to give a good, um, let's see if I can hop over to this ASIN first. So when you are on any ASIN on any product page,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you notice this frequently bought together. And Amazon does like arrange this differently. They sometimes call this frequently bought together. Sometimes it's customers also bought. But generally speaking, it's real estate within the product listing that is kind of like you can't advertise to get here, right? You have to literally be bought with that
Mm-hmm.
product, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But so what we've done is we've actually reverse engineered like what does that actually look like behind the scenes?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this traffic graph is.
Mm-hmm.
So in this particular case, when you're searching for keto chocolate, right? Imagine you're searching for keto chocolate with that keyword, you're going to be presented with a whole bunch of results. At the top of the results, you'll have these guys in the gold rings. Those will be, top of page one, the
Mm-hmm.
top results. But then the truth is that there's a whole web of products being bought together behind that.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is, I mean, there's various applications here. That's what I mean to say. But one of the applications is, okay, I am trying to rank for keto chocolate. These guys are at the top. A lot of them are likely paying to be at the top. The cost per click to get up top is very expensive. What are some other strategies I can implement and still improve my sales essentially? So what you want to identify is I want to identify products that have a lot of these arrows. You see the purple arrows are inbound traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So what we can see is all those products around the circle, or I can double click on it. Actually, in that example, I clicked on this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll see all these 13 ASINs. If I'm on their
Oh,
product
wow.
pages, we've identified them showing frequently bought together, and then it was this guy showing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine I have a keto chocolate product. I want to boost my traffic. So I'm going to identify all the products or, a basket of products that have a lot of traffic coming in. And then I can just set up basically targeted campaigns and funnel that traffic in organically, like not organically, but sponsored traffic. So then basically what's going to happen is when I'm on any one of these product pages in this ring, these product pages in this ring, these product pages in this ring, I'm going to start getting sponsored traffic there. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I hope I'm
you're saying that
uh,
if a product is getting a lot of frequently bought together to that product, all right, and then we
mhm.
want to show our sponsored ads on that product, of course, if we are if we are having a similar product, of course, right? And then because they get so much traffic from frequently bought together, then there's more chances of our ads to get more clicks, if I understand correctly, because, well, these
Uh,
are
I guess I left something out. So when you build your PPC campaigns, the product target campaigns, you can have an automatic campaign that will kind of run this process, spend a bunch of money, and eventually the idea is it'll end up with a similar situation where these relevant
Mm,
products
I
that
see
are
what you
bought
mean.
in combination to similar products that I compete with, they're driving that traffic. So we're basically going to skip to that using this tool. So if I had a keto chocolate product, what I would do is I would like find, between 5 and 10, let's say, of these products that are getting a lot of relevant traffic for this search term, right? This is all
Mm-hmm.
keto chocolate. This one was the main keto one, right? But again, keto. So my product is definitely going to be in this ecosystem, but I want to grab all this traffic that these products that are highly sought after get and put it into my own campaign. So that's one use case. The other use cases around traffic graph. Oh, one thing to highlight, by the way, is if you zoom in,
Mm-hmm.
you can see these numbers.
Mm,
So basically, these are the amount of times that we identified this guy showing up on this guy's product page in a 30-day period. So it is kind of a just an indication of how the strength of that traffic. So that's just something to keep in mind. And yeah, the other use case would be you can really use this if you do have, a keto chocolate product already, you can
Hmm.
use this map to identify other potential good product opportunities, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, and so one thing that would be interesting for me to research is if I'm doing keto, why are they showing me this Belgian wafer? Wait, how did that happen? This
Hmm.
cracker, which I don't get how that's keto since that's like sugar.
Hmm.
But people on keto diet maybe like to cheat. I don't know what it is. Right?
Yes.
But that's the idea here. You can find an interesting web of customer journey. You can
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah,
use that
yeah,
in
yeah.
your what's this? I see oh, this is marinara sauce, but yeah.
Yeah, people have to cook, I
Okay.
guess. Somehow again, this means that these are getting traffic from one to another, this were another. So like it might be a keto bar, but somehow people for some reason after buying other foods, they just go to a keto bar that's been shown to them and they kind of keep going. So there is that
Yeah.
traffic that we can see. And yeah, so then based on, based on these webs, we can find either similar products
Yeah.
or just get new ideas for products in a specific niche. Of course, probably we're not going to see like, like some hammer appearing here, right? Most likely. Although it still might, but chances are.
Sometimes I would see like we were looking at like a supplement and we'd find like scales on going into electronics and stuff. Sometimes it does happen, but you could identify basically cheaper advertising opportunities. So it's again, like I said on the outside, this is a tool you can definitely get creative with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Cool, cool. Thank you.